Hello guys and welcome back to another TWIT. This episode is episode 42. We're almost done with Season of the Defiance. I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh. Anyway, to start the week, I woke up late. This is the first week in a long time where I'm typically on like hours before first card, but this week I woke up 4 minutes after Trials had went live. And yeah, that's definitely not something I intend to do again, but I did do that. I woke up at like 9 in the morning, then went back to bed, woke up at 10, woke up at 11, like 40, 11:50, 12, and then, I went back to bed because I wanted to wake up at 12:30 and then get on at 1, and then I woke up at 1:04. So, very, very scuffed start to the week right off the bat. Also, I'm going to outright say it, this was probably the worst week of Trials of Osiris I've ever had. Real moldy one, extremely moldy, bad, really bad, and I am happy that it's over. I gotta say, like, the meta, a couple of things, the meta, the map, and the fact that we play a free game where the zones do not work, and it goes all weekend without being fixed, all were very big contributing factors in the mold. Very big, because like, dude, I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like the biggest thing with a map like this map is it's so easy for teams that are not as good to just like run at you and like take 50-50s, and like on bigger maps you're kind of able to like, put more distance between you and them. I did not have a good time this weekend. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the matchmaking. I genuinely, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I genuinely think that Flawless Pool is actually better. Like, I think it is better than the new matchmaking we have. And I think maybe that would change if there wasn't like duo and solo queue, potentially. Like, I think if everyone had to either queue as a trio or a solo, that would probably make things better in terms of matchmaking. But I don't know, man. The new matchmaking for doing carries is horrendous. Obviously, if you're playing stacked, it's not that bad. But for carries, it is moldy. And I think one thing that's also worth acknowledging is like there is a lot of cheaters. Like typically on like Friday to Saturday, almost like half of my games lost will be to cheaters, and it's just crazy to me that there is that many. Like, and I'm not talking about like, oh no, he might be cheating, like there's no copium. It's like going crazy stuff, and it's been that way for a little bit, and I guess it's mostly because it's the beginning or the end of a season. So like that's one thing you guys need to take with a grain of salt. It's like, we are at the end of the season, fellas. These last couple weeks are the weeks that fucking boys become men, and you grow some chest hair in the Trials of Osiris, because it's just the end, and like all of the casual players don't really have a reason to play. Also, speaking of that, next week we are going to have the Immortal, so make sure if you don't have a God Roll Immortal, which I don't personally, because the game just did not want to give it to me, you get one, the Immortal Adept. I'm sure we'll have it again next season as well, but I would get it as soon as possible, because I believe they said they are going to be nerfing it. So, getting that done as soon as possible, you'll be able to maybe get it before it's nerfed and use it. I honestly don't know what they could do to nerf it to the point where it's like no longer good or no longer the best weapon in the game. I genuinely do not know what they could do. And it's killing me that that's the case. Like, I genuinely do not see a path out of this situation. They'd have to like remove target lock or something, and they have done that in the past. They've completely removed target or like quick draw from aggressive frame shotguns. Like, we're gonna need something wild like that at some point. And I other than that, I don't see a way out of this pit of Immortal Adept hell, so to speak. Like, I do not understand how we will get out of it, but it's been tough, man. I'm getting to sit here and play video games, but boy, oh boy, it's something. I genuinely, and with the new matchmaking, to touch on that really quick, like, let me know in the comments below if you are enjoying the new matchmaking, if you think it's better than Flawless Pool, and if you do think it's better, let me know why, because I genuinely feel like the matchmaking in the game is like catered to nobody. Like, I don't know who is enjoying it. I genuinely don't. I'm not sure who the target audience is. It kind of just feels like it's just horrible for everyone. And I say that because it's like the people in my chat and just people in general, like I feel like solo queue is harder. I just feel like all of it's more difficult. And it's weird because it's supposed to be connection based, right? Like, so why is it more difficult? You know, I just, it's baffling to me, the changes. And the thing that's so strange to me as well is like connection based in card-based matchmaking, nothing has ever done better than that. So I don't know. I just don't understand why they don't just go back to that and why they spend all this time like doing all these other things that like just aren't that. And I guess it's just because maybe long-term it's better to not have connection-based and card-based. But I don't know, because the biggest comparison that I can think of it is like, it's just difficult because like Trials doesn't have a ranking system. Like there's no ranking system. It's basically just pubs. It's strange, man. It's really strange. I don't know who the matchmaking benefits or who enjoys it or who has a good time playing it. I am just baffled by some of the decision making that happens. And I mean, that's always going to be the case. Either there's nothing is ever going to 100% be in agreement with what I want with the game ever. 100, like that's always going to be the case. And that's that case for everyone. There's no way that Bungie is catering to every type of player all the time. That's impossible. So, but I do not think that these matchmaking changes are it, and I hope that they change them. And I'm also kind of interested to see how Dominion works because, like, for example, Cauldron, I don't really dislike Cauldron too much, but when it's Cauldron and the only zone is on the bridge, I really dislike it a lot because I just feel like all it comes down to is 50-50 fights, you know, right in the middle for the most part, or it's just, I just don't like the fights, man. I don't like it. I don't like the way the map plays when the zone is only on the bridge. And the thing that kills me is it's not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to only be on the bridge. It's supposed to be on the bridge. It's supposed to be on table. It's supposed to be in moth room or water or whatever you want to call it. And it's like, how? I just don't know how they do it. Like, how do they make it so it's on the bridge? Was that intentional? What was happening? Like, I don't believe that was intentional. I'm pretty sure that was a bug because we've had the zone in different areas. So like, why? Just why, man? I'm just hurt. I'm so hurt by it. I'll be okay, but I'm hurt. I wish that the game type actually worked the way it was supposed to. And I hope that doesn't happen on other maps, or they at least, because that's the thing with new game types, man. Like, sometimes the maps are not made for the new game types, and I'm just praying that we don't have a situation like that on other maps because it makes it so frustrating. Anyway, I had a really rough time this week. I think a lot of other people did. This was just, like I said, these are the weeks that boys become men. You grow some hair on your chest in the Trials of Osiris. Next week, we got the Immortal Adept. I'm going to make sure to be on time to play the first card, and I'm going to be farming some Immortal Adepts. So if you're looking to receive a carry, make sure to check me out on Twitch. And we'll end the video there. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe as it helps out the channel a ton. Also, subs are greatly appreciated because as of right now, 57% of my viewers are not subbed to the channel. In addition, if you'd like to come say hi to me live, I stream over on Twitch pretty much every day. And if you're looking to get into contact with me, I've got a Twitter and I'm very active with it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.